Yeah, well, just be aware of episode 2, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I heard that's the race play one, and that's why I want to watch it.
Someone in the community sent a clip of it.
Yeah, episode 1 is the toe sucking. Episode 2 is race play.
It's toe sucking ASMR in the first episode.
Like, oh, okay, that was an editorial choice to add this
See,
in here.
I'm putting it up now.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay in the bed tonight.
It's something. And I can't look away. Like I like it, but it is so just like it's cringy. But I cannot look away. And I was like, oh, Nathaniel.
Let me tell you, not this nigga on The View talking about, oh, it's about my family. And this is the shit that we actually airing right now.
Like somebody sat down and was like, oh yeah, this is family friendly, and then starts off with that. And I'm like,
man.
Hey community, it's Shana
And Kris
from Bad Queers. What's brewing today?
Bad Queers is back.
Ask your aunties, rooted in red.
And aunties, do you give a damn about Caitlyn Clark? So get your cups ready for Minoritea Report. Hey, welcome to Minoritea Report. It's Auntie Carell.
And it's Auntie Jarrell. Hey, y'all.
Yeah, what's up? And they're like, wait, where's Dewan at? Hold up. You know what? Sometimes work be calling at the last minute, and you gotta do what you gotta do. So
when you important and they call, you answer. So
honey. Especially if you want to keep your bills paid.
I was about to say.
It's rough out here in these streets now, so we gotta.
Honey,
it's hard out here for a pimp.
Period. Well, it must not be that hard for Shark because she be flying everywhere. She be traveling, so she doing all right. But to continue to do all right, she had to answer the call to the bosses, and she'll hop on when she can hop on an episode. But in the meantime. Literally, two of my favorite people. I adore the podcast. Like, once you do a podcast, it kind of gets hard to, like, stay up on everyone else's podcast because, like, the world just becomes all-encompassing and all that stuff. But you alls are one podcast that I try to, like, at least keep up on. I might be a few weeks behind at times, but then I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me catch on up.
Every listen matters.
Okay.
1,000%. At least I still make sure that the automatic download because I'm like, we gotta help each other out here.
And we appreciate
but
that.
Communities, we've had them on before, and I looked. It's almost been 3 years, which is weird to say. I think it was like episode like one. Like I looked it up, and I forget now off the top of my head, but I was like, damn, it was like May of like 2021. And I was like, it's been that long. Houseway. But we have Kris and Shana from Bad Queers back in the place to be.
We are so excited to be back. We were looking at that too. We were just like, I feel like we're in the era of finding our people again. It's almost like we got to 2024 and we can be outside again. And it's brought new life to us being able to be back on each other's podcasts. We've had a few people on that came on in 2020 and 2021 recently. And we're just like, are we even the same people? Have we?
That part of it.
Are we in the same place? Like, what is happening? And with the way that we engage with each other online as well, I would not even think that it has been that many years. But here we are.
No,
Look at us.
I literally thought it was like maybe 2022. I was like, okay, maybe it's been like 2 years.
Yeah.
Then I was like, dang. Like, I was like going through the archives. I was like, damn.
It's way back in. Look, it was like at the point, like some of us got to scroll extra for our birth year.
Hey.
It felt very much like that. Like we were scrolling through to get to the episode. Look,
like
I literally spin that thing like the price is right. You just scroll.
Seriously.
Try to land right on it.
I was like, I gotta do better. But yeah. Congratulations, by the way. You all just celebrated 200th episode, I think about a month ago. How does that feel?
Yup.
That
feels right. That feels like it explains everything. It's one of those where it's like we're at the point of, wow, we did that. We've did that. We love the people who have been with us to do that. Also, y'all listened to 200 episodes, which is mind-blowing to me at times, especially knowing that we review our audio and things, and just to know that people are listening to us that much. And it's an exciting moment. That I feel like once you hit 200, it's almost like graduation. Like you're looking at what skill sets you have and where you can put yourself into the job world. Where do you want to live? What type of car do you want to drive? Like, that's what it feels like once you hit 200 podcast episodes.
That's a true statement.
You're making some adult decisions with the things that you're doing, and that's how it feels.
That's a real ass statement. That is a real ass statement. Yeah, like, because it's just like, in one regard, and we get it. Like, it feels like it went like this. But then you kind of going back, you're like, oh man, we did talk about that, and we did that, and oh, that was a lot of work, and and then it starts compounding. You're like, okay, that's where that side come from there.
But
You really
one
feel
thing,
it. You feel it.
you absolutely
You feel
do.
it. Yeah.
And then like going back in the archives and like listening back to some of the episodes, you'd be like, ooh, damn. You get to see that growth when you go back and start looking at some of them. You're like, okay, she was a little hot, coming in full speed, just pedal to the metal. I have to learn how to ease off, push cruise control a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the graphics are the thing that get me every time, where I'm just like, wow, look at how far we've made it with figuring out cameras and making that quality, or wow, I let people see that part of my room. Wow.
That's a word.
Just no privacy there for me. And I was like, wow, those were choices that I made, and I will have to live with that.
I definitely understand that. I actually, now that you say that, I forget that for the first 2 years of our podcast, I sat on the edge of our bed because we had a one bedroom. And so I literally sat on the wooden part of the edge of our bed, and literally our bed was the backdrop the whole entire time. And my ass sat on a pillow for the first 2 years.
Okay.
What was I doing?
I was gonna ask, how's your body doing from
Okay.
that? Like, did
Your
your
hips
body
okay?
get back?
Yeah, it's there.
Sturdy.
Said, I know what this cushion is. Thank you so much.
Okay, look.
Thank you so much.
Self-made, okay? Yes.
Sturdy, centered.
That part, she said, I didn't even need that seat cushion. What you talking about, a pillow for? Is there something like, okay, so like, and I asked a similar question like this because at that time, I think you guys were like maybe through like 60 episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
200 plus now episodes. What has surprised you? What is a core memory that still pops up that you're like, wow, yeah, no, I learned this, or that was hilarious? Is there something that immediately comes to mind?
Yeah, for me, it was planning the 100th episode and just realizing, like, oh, holy shit, we're about to get to 100 episodes. And Shana and I were like doing some like pre-production. It might have been after we recorded an episode, and we were thinking about who we wanted to come on as a guest for the 100th episode. And we were just like, what if we just like reached out to Lena Waithe? And Shana DM'd her, and she answered back immediately. And we were just like, there. The sequence was just like boom, 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 and booked. And she was gracious when she came on, but it was just like the first moment of like, and we obviously had wonderful guests on before, but it was just like, holy fuck, like she knows us. She said yes. Right. It wasn't no negotiation. She was like, yeah, doing it. Like, get with my assistant to schedule. And it was just like, okay, we're doing something. We're doing something here, So that's a memory, a core memory that comes up, like just hitting 100. But having Lena Waithe come on was pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish we had hit record on that whole transition from, what if we got Lena? Like, Lena's been watching our stories. She's been commenting on things. Like, she had been around. If we engaged with a post, she always messaged us back. And so when we said it, I literally, and it was funny because Kris pointed out to me, that's one of my number one tactics is just I drop in people's DMs like it's nothing and just ask for stuff all the time. I love networking. And I was just like, no, we have done the like soft relationship building on this. So it's not going to sound like out of nowhere, who is this podcast? And when we went and messaged and it happened, I literally just threw my phone and was up and stuck. Like Kris and I were just back and forth, and we were just like, how are we going to make this happen? And prior to that, we had a really great slew of guests, like right before that episode happened. And then right after, we had another great group of guests, because at that point we were like, you can't tell us shit. We got Lena Waithe on our podcast. Like, what are we doing now? So I think that was the point. You know, I had mentioned that 200 episodes was like graduation. I feel like that was adolescence. Like, we started to gain some independence. We started to fall into ourselves. We started to figure out what we were doing, and that what we were doing was meaningful, that people would join and talk to us, because we were like, why are they going to come and talk to us? But why not? Yeah. We're just some excited Black queer women who are originally from Virginia to go and talk about stuff. And as we've continued to grow and do that, I think the amount that we've grown in our confidence has been great. But that was a cementing moment in our Bad Queers podcast history, was getting Lena Waithe.
That makes me so happy to hear. I do have a question for y'all too. And I really want to do this part because I really want the listeners to like go over and jump in as well too. Do y'all have a favorite episode? And 100 don't count because y'all just shouted that one out. So we're going to give them 3.
That is
okay,
true.
So we're going to give them 3. Okay. Do y'all have a favorite?
As I pull up my phone.
That's what I got to do too. I'm like,
all of these things. You're like, look back on 200.
What's your favorite child?
Right?
Oh, wow.
You know what? I can't name a specific episode off the top of my head, but I actually love, we call them our Fast and Furious episodes, and it's when we're both really busy and we're like, hey girl, gotta be under 60 minutes, like we have to go. Right. It feels like it's the best episodes because we're just like living on the edge, and like we're also still just like a little wild and, you know, just all over the place with still getting through our stuff. Like all of our short episodes, our Fast and Furious episodes, are usually pretty good, and we'll let them know now too, where we're like, this gonna be one of the ones. We got things to do. We both got 9 to 5s.
Yeah, and it sounds like chaos as we go through it. We're like, we could have gone deep into this, but we got to go. We got to move. We got to do things. Those are so fun. And not to like continue to guest drop people we've had, but
no, you better guest drop.
Better. Look, you laid the work down. Look,
that part.
Thank you so much. Not only so, after we got Lena, Kris was able to get Bob the Drag Queen to come on our show a few months later. And it wasn't even like the episode in general was great, but the part where Kris and Bob somehow came up with stud pawns as tampon, like advertising 2 studs, having like stud version of tampons. And they both ended up making like a whole commercial in that moment with slogans and tools. And mind you, I am not saying anything during this because I am dying laughing. I am in tears. I could not focus. You have Bob up there being like, no, these are stud pods. And we're going to, you know, the way that we're going to decorate them, the way they came up with a whole vision and strategy and marketing plan in like 15 minutes. And I was just crying. You don't hear me at all because I was dying. And that was one of our best episodes. And I still think back also to like one of the beginning episodes, which I think escalated us into being like, okay, we're on to something. I did a definition in like our like 10th or 12th episode, like at the beginning. And it was so outrageous that Kris just like could not talk to me the rest of the episode.
Like,
and I was like, I think we're onto something here. And that was a really great moment as well. I still think back to that of just like, okay, now it's like, what definitions can I use that gets that same reaction out of Kris? Because it was joyous. But those are probably my 2 other favorites.
You know, it's interesting. Like the last, and we'll kind of get to this part too. Like Cowboy Carter has kind of made me just even think of like how we can be protectors and things like that. And like I've kind of just like gone down this rabbit hole and things like that of just like we have platforms that we also could be the same thing that Beyonce's doing. You know, in her way. Way grander, way crazier than what I like.
Way more budget.
Doing. That's a whole ass word.
Okay.
But like even knowing with you both coming on, I was just like, it's cool that we're still out here, and we're still pushing because both of our platforms are so necessary still, and the communities that we've both been able to build is so necessary still. And so anytime you both pop up on like my feed, it brings me, it makes me want to boohoo, honestly, because I'm just like, yes, they're still here and they're still pushing, and the content is great, and it's just like there's a joy inside of me every time I see it because again, it's just so fucking necessary. It's just so fucking necessary. So like those days that you're feeling down and be like, damn, man, we got to record, we got to come up with something again. Just know you got your aunties here rooting for you, and obviously everyone that's listening to your podcast rooting for you, because we see you and we believe in you and we love the content, and it's hilarious and it's poignant and it's everything. So I just wanted to make sure y'all knew that, because I'm still here rooting and love that you guys are still around, because there's been other podcasts and things like that. And I get it. It gets hard, and life be lifing. That maybe, be like, you know what, the decision was like, we just can't continue going on right now. And hopefully it comes back and things like that. So I'm still just rooting for everybody black and brown to continue with these platforms, because it is so necessary, especially in these days and age, especially with old boy back out here creating craziness and shit like that. So keep your heads up. I love it and enjoying everything still. So,
and I got a co-sign too. I'm gonna jump my black ass up in there too, though, because honestly, though, like, it's one of the things I appreciate about you all as well is just like there's room for everybody, right?
Absolutely.
And we are the example of making sure that we make sure that there's room for each other by supporting each other and showing up. And I hate that, part of, how we have to push things, and we got to try to separate ourselves. But at the end of the day, we know, right, that like we see each other. And at the end of the day, that we have to support each other. And I just appreciate that so much. It feels like cousins, like I'm still like, that's my family over there, right? Like
exactly what it
they
feels
might
like.
play cousins over there, and can't nobody tell me nothing.
That part.
Yeah.
Right?
And I mean, honestly, to echo, I know we're like doing this love fest, but we got to start off with this. Y'all got to listen to this love fest, because y'all, this is episode 271. Like, y'all have been doing this for longer than we have. And every time we see your clips, I'm happy to see it. Oh my God, like the package, the presentation. I was watching y'all's Cowboy Carter video, and y'all had the cowboy hats, and
the wigs are always strong. That's one thing I have to let y'all know, is that the wigs are always strong.
So great. So great. But we keep each other going. Like, seeing y'all out there helps me to keep going, because it's like, no, we are doing this, and we have a responsibility and a platform to people who do listen to us, and hopefully make them feel happy and just more seen in the world, and just having that hour or whatever of time to just be the best friend in their ears is what me and Shana will call it. But yeah, like it feels great to be able to put that back out into the world, because it would have meant so much to me growing up. So like anybody else who hears this, is like, whew, doing it for y'all, doing it for me.
That's even if it's just that one, right? Like, it's as long as I got one. I didn't did it. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
And then another major thing is somebody done become a mother over here since the last time we done. That's a big life change.
A mother. You're a mother.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
If y'all didn't know, computer Kris, and it's been over a year now, right? A year.
Yeah, we're coming up. Emery, my son, will be 2 in August. His birthday is August 31st. He is a Virgo through and through.
Good
very
luck,
strong
girl.
Virgo fan.
Good luck, girl.
Shana, I know. Already. Shana will be happy to hear, and just everybody happy to hear.
Yes.
Already a Beyonce fan. So he's already goaded and on the right path. And I feel really good. As a parent, these milestones you got to hit early on.
Good job, Fred.
But one thing I would say about them Virgos? They love being like, Beyonce's a Virgo. And you can't tell me nothing. I'll be like,
can't say anything.
That's a win for them through and through.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's a Virgo too, so
Bitch, Serena Williams a Virgo too. Let me tell you, the Virgo list, they let you know.
Wild.
They let you know.
Yeah, it's great group. But it's been great.
They aight. I'm married to one, so I'm a little bit.
Jarrell is thinking about someone specifically.
Yeah, I'm married to one, and those are my that's my twin flame. So yeah,
yeah, it's something. But no, it's motherhood has been great. It wasn't something I grew up thinking it was obtainable. So having the blessing and the opportunity to raise a young human in this world is such a responsibility, and it's so fun. you look at time differently because of how it flies, and you see somebody develop. Like, I was giving my son a bath, and I was like, God, I remember when he was like, we couldn't even be in this bath, and now like he's big as shit. It's like this nigga might have to take a shower soon.
You get in that shower.
You get in the shower, like, you know. But it's just amazing to watch. Like, just they absorb everything. Like, he's so close to like saying full sentences. He'll say words. He understands pretty much everything. He's so close to talking, and I've been like, I can't wait to hear his little voice. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna romanticize it. A lot of work, a lot of labor, a lot of labor.
A lot of free labor.
It's rewarding. Okay, a lot of labor. I was about to say. I was like, free. You were on
free labor.
Dime.
Okay, free labor. But it is rewarding. It is rewarding. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, that was another one where, like, you're just on the phone, you're like, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah. Thank you
Shana,
so
like,
much.
are you in Chicago now? Like, have you always been in Chicago?
No, I have not. When we started the podcast, I was in the Bay. And then, you know, as we do, my girlfriend moved here. And I was like, no, we're going to do it. We were long distance for like 6 months. We were local long distance because she lived like an hour away. And then she moved. We were long distance for 6 months. I was just supposed to come and visit for like 2 months in the winter because she had only lived in California her whole life. I was like, I don't need you falling into the seasonal depression that is Chicago. And I was like, yeah, I'll come out for the couple of months because I started doing like a nomad travel around. I was planning on hitting all the states that I had wanted to live. And then as soon as I got there, we just kept making plans. And then more of my stuff started arriving. And then our friends mentioned an apartment that was open across from their place, which was only down the street. And here we are. Now I bought a house.
There we go. There we go. Congratulations.
Slippery slope.
That's how it is.
When Shana told me she was spending a couple months in Chicago, I was like,
She ain't coming back.
You about to get Molly, you in danger, girl. Okay.
I was like, Kris knew. Kris knew. Looking back, I recognized her facial expressions and the questions she asked me afterwards. I was like, she clocked
I
that
had
early.
some follow-ups.
She clocked.
That early.
The supportive feel like, oh, okay, that's what you want to do. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, just for a couple months?
Definitely in that
Had a whole
octave.
list.
Definitely in that octave.
Okay.
Oh, it was more the octave.
Yeah. Okay. You're just going for a couple months. Okay.
She said she hit me with the opera voice.
Yeah. Kris would ask and be like, so where are you now? I'm like, still in Chicago. And she's like, that's what I thought.
Yeah, just visiting.
Do you like it though? I mean, I'm in Chicago with all my heart. So.
I love it. I love it so much.
too.
And especially now that I'm in the South Side, like, it's so much better. I am a happy person. My house is real cute. And it's been great.
I love Chicago. I like, people ask me, like, oh, you like Seattle? I'm like, Where you want to live? Chicago? Like, there's just something
like,
about
come
that
back.
city.
Come back so we can hang out.
That part,
It has
right?
a chokehold. I'm trying to be there Memorial Day weekend. So if you're around Memorial Day weekend, that's when I'm trying to be there.
Wait, you go to IML, Jarrell?
Oh, that's the same weekend?
Of course.
Who
yes.
knew?
She's trying to get her
what a
daddy
coincidence.
weekend on. Go ahead, daddy. Yeah. Get them leather chaps out, girl. But, all right, you know what? I know I got schmoozing and all that good stuff. Community, we're going to actually get into Ask Your Aunties earlier in the episode. That way, there's a few maybe aunties do you give a damn that Dewan, if he gets on here, might want to participate in. So we'll take a quick little tea break. Hey, community. A lot of you have asked how you can support Minoritea Report outside of the sharing and downloading and subscribing and leaving reviews. But you can also buy merch. Come on, baby.
I know that's right. And we have a whole lot of options, from clothing to pillows to tumblers and bags. And we continue to update all of our stuff with new styles, new colors, and new products. Jarrell, where can they get all that stuff at?
Well, they can get all that and then some at MinorityReport.com. They can find all the goodies, find out additional information about your aunties. And we also want to make sure that you share and tag us when you do buy merch, all right? So let us know if it's a hoodie, it's a tee, a long shirt, a towel, because we know you need those. But let us know.
Absolutely. And remember to wash your hands, your legs, and your ass. All righty. What time is it?
Ask your aunties. All right.
You want to read it, Jarrell?
Yes, because y'all don't let a bitch read. I know she struggled, but please, thank
You
you.
reading, but you just don't be reading the questions.
Please, thank you. I've been waiting, y'all. It's been 84 years, okay? It's been a minute. All right, let me go ahead and butcher this. So, it says, hey, aunties, I have a crush on this girl, but every time she has relationship problems, she changes her sexuality. For example, her girlfriend broke up with her about a year ago, and before I could shoot my shot, she said she didn't actually like girls, and she dated a couple guys since then. But then she was like, I hate me. I'm a lesbian again. She's always flirting with me.
I think it's supposed to be men. I think I might just miss the end. My bad.
Well, she said she hate men. I hate men, and I'm a lesbian again. She's always flirting with me, and when she was dating her girlfriend, told me she'd date me if she wasn't in a relationship. Do I like her? I mean, I do like her, but wonder, should I shoot my shot or not? Need your advice.
Put that ball up. Put it up. Put the ball up.
Okay.
Put it up.
Go home, Roger.
Don't go to the gym. Stay away. Walking red flag. Don't even go near the gym.
Like,
Actually,
left them
switch
in her
gyms.
trail.
Leave Planet Fitness. Go.
I was like,
Get your
upgrade
money
to somewhere
back.
nicer.
Cancel the membership.
But that's what Megan at, though. I don't know. I might be at Planet Fitness. Megan there, I'm there.
It is. Shout out Planet Fitness. I'm paying them money right now.
If I'm gonna end up looking like Megan Thee Stallion, I'm going to Planet Fitness. Damn it.
But no, yeah, I mean, whew. No, red flag. Just walking red flag. There's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Like, let her figure her stuff out. There's some clear growth that's needed on that end of things, and you don't got to be a part of that. Like, you know, maybe down the road, if she finds herself and gets to a more stable place with her, just everything, maybe. But also, other fish out there. You don't got to shoot. You don't got to shoot that shot. You don't have to shoot that shot. So, no. Run.
Shana.
Look, homegirl is out here knowing that bisexuality exists, and she chooses to be a flip-flopper.
That part.
So that means she's going to be flip-flopping in your relationship. If you had one, don't do that. If she is telling you during her relationship that she wishes she was in a relationship with you, when she could have just been with you. And then she decided to go, and as soon as she finished, she started to date men instead of dating you. That's 3 strikes.
You right.
Don't do that.
You're out.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, there's no point. The
We're such
opportunities were
lesbians
there.
with our sports analogies.
Honestly.
Let me tell you, but I'm with y'all, though. Put the ball up, though. Look, you better get into soccer. Actually, you know what? Swimming. Okay.
Honey.
Look.
It's a much
get
safer
into
Just
swimming.
retire out of sports,
Okay.
period.
Yeah.
find a new hobby.
Swimming is much better for your joints.
Okay. Look, you really got to mind your business when you swimming. Like,
You do.
You
Okay?
gotta stay in your own lane.
You just trying to
Literally
breathe.
in your
That's
own
really
lane.
it. You just trying to breathe, okay?
yeah. Look.
Focus on that.
So many things there. I love y'all for unpacking all of the things.
all of the
Stay in your
terminology.
lane. You gotta learn how to breathe. All of that. All of
Honey.
that. Like, it is just.
Yeah. Nah,
There's somebody out
honestly,
there that would want that person, want you too. Like, it's just like you're wasting your time waiting for this person who's like half step in with stuff. Like, there's other people out there. So,
Yeah. I mean, I would say this. Some people have that spirit. They have that ability and that, like, that energy to fix a hoe. Me? What? You need to come prepackaged, okay? You need to have all the pieces, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about, like, an IKEA type furniture, bitch. I need words and instructions with how to
You need
put
like
your ass
Blue
together.
Spoon. You need
Baby,
Hello
look
Fresh.
here.
What did they say on Love is Blind? You need somebody who's already potentied.
Put-
That's what we need.
Okay.
That's a bar.
Okay.
I missed that.
AD said, I'm sick
Because-
of the potential. I need somebody who is potentied.
Oh, AD.
Oh.
Is this AD?
It was her or another one of them, but it was in a conversation with them. But they said,
Oh, no, I mean that wrote in here. I was
No,
like,
who
is
wrote
this
it in here?
My bad.
I mean, I can see this. I
Honestly.
can see this being 80 though. I can see it. I can see it.
Hey, girl.
She's fine though.
All day she was.
I was like, how's your sugar daddy?
Yeah.
Hope you're living your life. Thank you so much.
Baby. Okay, and the body. I said,
Body.
look, the way my homeboy did that double take, it was like,
The body was bodying.
but to the question, I agree. This is just a walking red flag, and at this point, you are just going to be hurting yourself at this point. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck, bitch. Like
Geico ho.
No, that's
Affleck.
Affleck.
Goose, but that's
Affleck,
a goose.
bitch,
Affleck.
or whatever.
What? Oh yeah, you're right. Duh, Carell. Geico, Gecko. Damn, Carell. Shit. One of them animals.
The animals. The insurance animals.
One of them insurances.
Look,
You're gonna need an
Autonomous should be
insurance plan.
talking.
Okay,
Look.
with this one.
Yeah. Are you in good hands? No.
No.
Period.
Yeah, no, I mean, you all nailed it. I mean, there's very few questions that we've had out of the, however many up 271 that from jump is red flag. Usually we're like, okay, maybe they'll grow.
Right.
Literally every line in this is a red flag, and I get that she might be a charmer, she might be fine as shit, she might be all this stuff, but after a point, once you get in a relationship, even as fine as your partner is, if they're not willing to work on themselves, like, it's just gonna drag you down, and that's a lot of work, and you don't want to take that on. I'm telling you, you
really
don't want to take that on, and you're just gonna be hurt and broken. And she'll be able to throw that in your face, whatever floats her boat for the day, you know. So run, like they said, put the ball up, find a new sport, find a new girl, find a new fish, whatever you want to do.
All of it.
Stay friends with her if you want to. And even then, I'm like, do you really want that energy after a while in your space? Because it's always going to be tempting for you. So even then, it's like, you might need to just be like, you know what? I don't even need this in my world no more.
Right.
I get it might be harder than I
next
get it.
lifetime.
Not even. I don't need to see you next lifetime. So
I'm gonna need a couple.
Right. I was like, you can to the left this all day long.
yeah.
It's fine.
Really.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
Jarrell,
and I
I wanted
agree,
to ask, because Jarrell, you said that some people have that aura to like fix a bitch, but like, or
Yeah.
hoe, but I feel like that's such a low percentage of people for real. Like, I feel like that is like 5%. 5 or 10 generously that can really fix, but maybe in my experience.
In practice, like in theory, they're like,
Yeah.
I can fix somebody, and then in practice, they just give up.
It just doesn't, because people are
Well,
just
it doesn't
sit-
work
sit
that
in
way.
their
But you
ways.
know what? But here's the thing, though. I learned that some people are like teachers. Some people are just natural teachers. That they are the stepping stone to helping people figure out, you know, how to get to their potential. Right? I'm one of those people. I've done that for a couple of people, and I was like, never again, bitch. That's why I know I need my shit pre-packaged already, because I'm tired of being that person. Because, I mean, I've been with people who I knew were walking red flags, but I also knew that I had the patience to help them start working on some things. But little did I know that I was leading them towards the person or the direction that they needed to be, which didn't fit me.
Yeah.
So,
And then, meantime, you're not even like having enough energy and time for your damn self to continue to grow. That's the piece. And it's like, that's what you learn. It's just like, damn, I've spent so much energy and time trying to quote unquote fix somebody else when I still got some Louis Vuitton luggage my damn self that I ain't even fixing. And
Exhausted,
that's the
too.
piece that you
Arms
just be
tired.
tired. It's the worst. So it's like, I ain't got time to be tired no more.
Yeah.
Because I've exhausted my own self. You know?
But
And
you know what?
I
I
think
would
that's
say
the
this,
piece
though.
some people miss out on. It's just like you're taking time away from yourself that you're going to ultimately need when life really be lifing.
But if you're in your 20s and you wrote this question,
And it sounds
All
like
right.
a 20s question.
I'm gonna say this. And this might not be popular. I'm gonna say go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And it's the reason why,
Why?
because your 20s is where you're supposed to be learning. Go ahead and get this type of knowledge in your bank right now, so that way you ain't wasting it later on down the road.
No,
'Cause
just
here's
listen to the bad queers and your aunties.
Because
No.
Here's the thing.
That's the lesson at hand. No.
Here's the thing. If someone's writing this question in, let me tell you this. they didn't already have this conversation with people that they actually know, and they probably already got the advice. So what this means is that this person clearly ain't listening, and they need to go ahead and get this out their system and truly be done. They have to learn the hard way. Some people do got to learn the hard way. And then they're like, oh, the stove is actually hot. Now I'll never touch it again.
Yeah.
That's true.
When you're in your 20s, that's the perfect time to be doing things like that, to be wasting that energy on that. When you're in your 30s, no. You should know by then. But if you're in your 20s, fuck them all.
So what's the cutoff age? What 20 what?
Girl.
Is it 29 or is it like 26?
I'm saying like 29. Let me tell you. First of all, if you are able to rent a car, you don't know nothing. You still a baby. Okay.
So then it's 25.
So you got to be at least 25. But then again, once you're at 25, you still barely don't know nothing. Yeah. All right. Let's be honest. All of you at 25, would you date 25-year-old you?
Ooh, no.
Yes.
See, I'm with you, Chris. No.
No.
Ain't no way.
No.
Ain't no way.
I probably didn't start getting it together, start turning it around, the ship around, maybe 28. It was like
exactly 28,
hey girl,
29.
We got to turn this around.
we got to do something.
We got to do something.
Look, she said, look,
yeah.
At this point, we turn the radio down in reverse at this point.
You trying to read the menu like, hold on, let me turn my radio down.
This could be practice.
Yeah,
so I get what you're saying, Jarrell. Like, if you don't take it seriously, sure, but don't take this seriously, and don't think that. I guess lower your expectations. Like the bar would probably be in hell because, like, my God, like, that's a lot. You could find another red flag. This is like 5 red flags in one.
That's my problem. It's like this.
So clearly,
one red flag. Cool. When you got the whole box,
but that means
flags.
But they out here like Stevie Wonder. That's what that means. They just out here like this.
That's
They ain't seeing shit. So they need to learn the lesson on how to
they
see
said
at
a
least
ribbon
one.
in the sky. I guess it's a red flag in the sky for your love. I guess
not on this big old internet where we're talking about self-care and picking me, and we have all of these resources and things to be able to sit and inspire ourselves to ignore these red flags because we need to change the tides. We don't need to be in the Red Sea anymore. We need to keep it moving.
Come on, Moses.
Okay?
Part
Let me part these seas. And stop saying that we need to go through these traumatic events to be able to go and find our happiness as practice. We do not, because then we sit and take all of this traumatic shit that goes with dating these people into our future relationships, and that's why we're all in therapy right now. So,
but do you think that you have to still face something like theoretically you can read all the therapy stuff and buzzwords and all that, but until you are next to that person who is a red flag, but they're bad as hell, and you just like, God damn, maybe just like let's just
fuck her and walk away. Fuck her and walk away. That's all you got to do. You don't
like.
Have
I
to
feel
stick
like
around
in
for
practice, you got to practice it out there, or
okay,
you know, like you might get in a relationship and you know
we're not talking
all
a game. We're talking practice.
Walk away.
We're talking practice.
Walk away.
We're talking practice. We're talking practice.
Not a game.
Not a game. Not a game.
Just that the warm-ups are still on, actually, okay?
Yeah.
Like, we're not suited up.
Yeah.
She said,
I guess all that to
us
say to
walk
button it up
away,
is at your own
walk
risk.
away.
At your own risk with this one, because it's all there. So, and
It's
your friends
all
aren't going to
there.
want to hear this shit when it inevitably goes wrong. Like,
Facts.
your friends are probably going to be like, I done told you what was going to happen.
I'm the friend.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
friend that
Shane is
did
the
all
friend.
that, which is why
Me
I'm
too.
sick
I'm
of
with
this
you,
shit.
Shane, on this one. Because I ain't never
She gonna
just
look at the
seen a
phone and be
whole
like, I
bucket
can't
of
text
flags
Shayna.
like this one.
Can't
Like,
text me.
She said
My
she
friend,
was
no, my
flirting with me
friends
when I was
know.
already in a relationship.
They know when
saying
to
I
text
need-
me and when to not text me. And that's when
Yeah.
they're ready to hear real talk, they will text me. But otherwise, if they're ready to kind of get eaten up based on
Yeah.
decisions, they don't text me. And I'm okay with that. We'll talk about it eventually, but it's usually after they've done all the things. And then
Yeah.
they're like, so
I did
this
the thing.
has now happened. And I'm like, wow, look at this. Look at this. We're learning. We're learning.
I would avoid you like the
Congratulations.
plague. I'm like, how's your mama? Tell me about your
I'm good. I'm good. Look.
Switching the
Oh,
subject.
that's right. So you didn't need our advice. You know the
did.
advice. You just tempted, and we get it. There's some bad people out there. You're like, ooh, that motherfucker fine as shit. I don't care about
they
all these
really
damn
do.
red flags.
Yeah.
I can deal with it. No, you can't. You'll find out that you can't.
Okay, but have none of us like not? Has anyone like else have chosen to go down the wrong road. Like, we just...
This many roads, though?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. This is a lot of wrong turns. It's not just
certainly
like,
a dead
ooh,
end.
damn. Ooh, right.
See, again,
yes,
It's like, oh,
in my 20s.
damn, I missed it.
Yeah, in my 20s.
should've went
Right,
right.
right. In my 20s.
In my 20s.
Yeah. In my
Yeah.
20s, I'd be
I took
like,
many a wrong turn.
Yep.
I went and,
Look.
like, just stayed parked at a dead end one time. Like, I just,
Slept in your car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just sleep it off. I'm gonna stay here.
I was like, it's fine. It's fine.
Keys gone?
I'll figure it out.
You might have been out of
tomorrow.
gas.
Type thing.
It's like, I done locked my keys in the car.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
Like and that has happened. But man, the way I would not wish that on anybody else.
you absolutely... Honestly, I wouldn't wish it on anybody else. But I would say, though, that I am so much better for knowing what I do know now. And yes, Shana, to your point that, like, there are some things that, like, things like therapy have helped me to unpack. But I realized that decision-making came from the things that I needed to learn in therapy. So at the end of the day, that making that choice, there was still more to it. Like, it goes beyond just that. So I'm going to say, yes, therapy is great, and I encourage it for everybody. But that helps you get to the root of the thing. This ain't a root problem. This is like an in-your-face, in-that-moment problem that you just might need to know how, like, take the tools to be able to learn how to handle those things in real time.
Yeah.
And then therapy helps you understand where it's rooted from to help you be able to continuously make the right decision.
You need to you need to go find why you rooted in the color red. That's what you need to. Why is that your favorite color? That's what we need to figure out. Why
Rooted
that
in
is your
red is
favorite color?
hilarious.
Because
Rooted in red.
Rooted in red, okay?
And that's the title of the episode. Ask
No,
you
right,
rooted in red.
Rooted in red.
Baby. Woo. But anyway, that was a good question. We've actually
Yeah.
been sitting on this one for a minute, so hopefully, if
They
you
might already know now.
Right.
They already know. Let us know
We're gonna find out.
if this was your question and what happened and what decision you made. Continue to send your question at ay@minoriteareport.com or DM us or hit us up on the T line, which is 844-832-5463. All right, community. There's a lot of headlines out there that we need to get to. We were kind of waiting to see if DeWan was going to hop on. We'll see if she can hop on here in a minute. But we're going to play Aunties, Do You Give a Damn? All right, here we go. The first one. Aunties and bad queers. Do you give a damn that Beyonce became the first black woman to have a #1 country album and now has her 8th #1 album on the hot Billboard 200 chart?
Shane,
I
all I care
figured we
about.
probably all
That's
give a
all
damn.
I care about in this world right now. Thank you so much for bringing this up and the joy that I have for this woman. Literally, all I have to say is this, like, last few weeks has been perfection for me because on top of Beyonce and then March Madness and watching women's basketball every
Yeah.
week and then soccer has started as well. I'm just like, this is the balance of everything that I love and care about. And then to see Beyonce stay winning. And then for the country music award, the CMT Awards to have just happened and have all of the country artists basically that whoever was the
That
one
was all that was talking about.
black award, like
Right.
the
Yes,
black red carpet guy who
with the
asked
locks and the
everybody,
frills.
yes, yes, who asked everybody about Beyonce. And I said, you get a raise. You
period.
get that promotion you've been asking for.
1000%.
You get your office because you did the work. Thank you so much for going and asking all of the things where people are like, well, country's never going to like it. And I'm like, wow, look at how loud and wrong you are. Loud
And look at
wrong.
all the jobs we're getting on these red carpets now at the events that we probably wouldn't have been invited to.
Exactly. And now we're leveling up black country artists who should have, they are, the black country artists, I was like, the way that I stuck away from country because of the stereotypes and narrative that has become country, but to be able to go and see I'm like, no, this has a beautiful genre mix. It's rooted in country. And now we get to hear all of these mixes, all of these voices. There was one guy, oh my God, he sounded like pure country heaven. And I was like, don't make me flip for you, sir, watching you and hearing you sing this stuff.
Okay,
like, I
red
didn't-
flag.
Right? And I'm just like, no, don't make me do this. And it's just so great to be able to see how much everybody is winning, but it's also a collective moment that is, yes, there are a ton of haters, but it's bringing a lot of people together and a lot of people that I don't think folks expected to bring them together. And to continue to see Beyonce just like outrank herself is amazing and inspiring and just a win for black women, period.
Period.
Yeah, give
That's
all
been
the
it.
dams, all the dams. I mean, Listen.
Hoover dams, the
Lord.
Beaver
The
dams.
Hoover Dam, every dam.
I'm handing them out like Oprah at this thing. You give
Okay.
a damn look, okay?
Everybody,
bitch?
okay?
Everybody get a damn. Okay?
Everybody
I
get
was like, right here.
Yep.
Yes,
that
I
part.
know that's right,
There
baby.
you go.
I know that's right.
I know you don't care too much,
but
I still care.
La 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 la.
Look.
Sorry, it's the backgrounds for me every damn time. Yeah, no, I give a damn. I'm always gonna give a damn. and again, and this is what I always say specifically about Beyonce. It's just incredible to still someone that's as talented as she is, and had as much success as she's had, still give a damn. To be
part.
the best and still
That
put in
part.
the work and the time and the energy and the coin and to still uplift everyone up at the same damn time. That's what I fucking love. Like, I love seeing talented people still put the work in to just see what else can I do? Where else can I grow? What else can I dismantle? That's so fucking inspiring to me. And people are like, oh, you just a stan. No, I will call out when someone ain't put. That's why I always say about Rihanna. I adore Rihanna, but in concert, Rihanna's lazy, and it is what it is. And maybe that was 10 years ago because she ain't been in concert in forever. But that's the
That
difference
performance
between
she did at that
some
wedding
folks.
still looked the same.
It did look the same.
Hey, as a Rihanna fan here, we have never asked for performance from her ever. We've never asked. I didn't ask her for that when she pawned a replay. I'm not asking her for it now. Okay. You saw that
Right.
just a little. She just
You're
gave you a
right.
little hit to
Right.
pawn a replay. She has never given you exactly, and that's all I need. That's all I need. I don't go to her for that.
Right.
Yeah,
You're right. No, you're right.
So,
And honestly, her skills are like in so many other places. Like I
Yeah.
get inspired for her business acumen and all that stuff. So there's other
Yeah.
things that she's doing for me that like I'm like, nope, you're doing it on at a level that a lot of people are not doing it on.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I give a damn. Congratulations, Beyonce. 8 #1 albums. Not a lot of people could say that. So
That's true. And I love that the world is also like supporting her as well. Like, it's crazy to think this is better. Like, it's doing number-wise better than Renaissance. Like,
homophobic as fuck.
I know. Yeah, that's right. That's
What
right.
is homophobic?
That's
as
right.
shit.
Never mind. I'm not surprised. I take that back.
Yeah.
because
That's
Karen is
homophobic and
actually maybe
transphobic
listening
as
to
shit.
some country stuff.
Yep.
Shit.
They're like, oh, I could
Right.
get with it, with
Yeah.
Cowboy Carter.
Oh,
She's
this
not
is
meeting
what I
those
listen to
people where
every
they're
day.
at, but they'll press play to it. Whereas like
Yeah.
Renaissance, like
For us. That
ooh,
was for
there were
us.
some
That
people
was
that
for
were
Exactly.
us.
And it wasn't
that
for
was
them.
us.
For us.
That was us.
That was
That
for
was
us.
for
Yeah.
us. Yeah. So
Yeah.
And you both said something on your Cowboy Carter episode. By the way, it was a great episode. So community, go check that episode out.
Thank you.
Around where, because we now know that Cowboy Carter was made, or at least most of it was made before Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with your theory that she probably saw the country stuff, was like, hey, she was pissed off. She's like, fuck y'all hoes, watch this. But then it made her look and say, what other genres can I do this to? And I agree with that theory. And I never thought about it that way until I heard you both say that. And I was like, ooh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what made her probably go look at like queer music and house music and things like that. And that's what made her probably go now look at rock music, if that's what's going to be down the line. And
I
so was
really
she
want
gave
that.
some hints.
I really want that
gave
some
Beyonce
hints.
Paramore. I want that Beyonce
Oh,
Paramore.
and she does it with
taste
Haley
it.
Williams.
I could taste
baby.
it. Okay.
I
I can't do it.
You would find me in a mosh pit immediately.
baby.
I
cannot
immediately.
wait.
Okay.
I
Look.
cannot.
I'd be like, ain't it fun?
Living in a big world, okay?
Beyonce and Haley, I won't be able to take it. I
No.
won't be able to take
Yeah.
it.
And Haley can
Oh,
sing her face
Jesus.
off too. So
Yeah.
that
Her
was
face
their,
off.
Their voices together, bitch. I'm done. No.
Okay.
It's gonna be
You about to
crazy.
you about to get me some orange hair.
The way
give me
to see
some
black
more
black
shit.
people are gonna be out here in like their emo phase again.
Yeah.
And we're gonna
hot topic
eat.
down.
We're going to
Top
eat down.
down.
Like, let me just go ahead and
I-
purchase those stocks. Like, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did
Let me
y'all
go get my
have?
outfits now before it go too much in the prices at Hot
Yep.
Topic.
Yeah. Did y'all have in y'all's high school, because like, obviously we grew up in an era like there was a lot of rock music. White people were white peopling and making white like great white songs that we
Oh,
loved. They really were.
Absolutely.
And bring it back, honestly. But did y'all have a
Same.
lot of like Black rock people in your school? Because I didn't, and it was cool to grow up and see that we all love Paramore, but I didn't really have that many people in my school like that, and we were pretty like, it was like 50-50. But I was like,
I would
we're
like-
out here.
I would
It's
like
like,
to
oh,
call
y'all
on
Jimmy
Jarrell in this moment.
Right,
I would like to put the spotlight on Jarrell. Thank you so much.
Because baby, the way that shit was me
I
was
went to the wrong
me.
high school.
Baby, the way I tell you, look, I fucked up some Linkin Park through
Linkin Park was
Linkin
fire.
Park.
Baby.
Linkin Park
Oh
was
my
fire.
God, rest in
Look,
peace to Chester.
okay.
My God.
Mine was even like Aerosmith back in the day. When Pink came out, Pink is my favorite color. I was like, bitch, this is a bop.
I'm a Foo Fighters fan. Oh, I hope
Fighters
she gets
is
with
fire.
Red
Dave
Hot Chili
Grohl.
Peppers was
Red
my
Hot
shit.
Red Hot.
Peppers. Okay,
Foo
so
Fighters'
we're out
last
here.
album, by the way, that just came out last year. Incredible.
Yeah,
I
I haven't
still
heard
listen to Foo
it. I
Fighters.
always go back. I have my
Okay.
playlist.
I will
of
go
them,
back
but-
and look.
yeah.
But I
Foo
definitely
Fighters,
had
yes.
like the black flare like jeans.
had my Jinko jeans.
I had the I had the chains and everything.
The
I
wrist
had,
chain.
like,
Did you get to the
I had, like,
mascara?
wrist. I had the wrist.
Oh,
I didn't get to the
you
mascara.
had the leather
but
wrist
I,
thing?
I had the leather wrist things as
Oh,
well
wow,
too. I had the
Jamal.
black fingernails as
Okay.
well too.
Did you paint
Like,
them or did you color them black?
I colored them black.
See,
Wow.
that's a whole different
See, and
level.
that's a deep
Okay.
cut
Oh,
there,
he would-
Shana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a deep
Thank
cut.
I love
I
that.
colored them black.
Yeah.
It's like, what you know about
Yeah.
that B-side? What you know about that
Exactly.
B-side? Okay, now.
Okay.
We always
Sure.
called
Yeah,
my
I love
sister me and my brother called my sister because it was really my sister that loved all kind of like the little emos, and she was kind of emo just during that age. And we always called her our indie rock sister because everything she listened to was like Ashley Simpson and what was the Ozzy or the Osbourne girl that came out for a minute there.
The
Yeah.
daughter
Osbourne.
had that
Kelly
Papa Don't
Osbourne.
Preach
Yeah,
song,
Kelly
right?
and so
Yeah.
all that
Yeah,
era, my sister was jamming to that.
So good.
Yeah, I
damn.
even skateboarded. Okay.
Oh, you
Like,
did?
when
I
said-
always wanted
yes.
to, but I
Yeah,
have to like. I
even
have Tony Hawk
skateboard.
on my Nintendo Switch. I was like,
Hey,
I'm a
Tony Hawk
skateboard
was my
kid.
shit. We
X
played
Tony Hawk
Games.
Pro
Video
Skater.
Yes,
That was
Pro
my
Skater
shit.
had it,
Come
bought
on
it. It's
now.
on my Switch. Love
Yeah.
it.
Tony Hawk was our
So I was-
pre-drinking video game.
Really?
God, I'm telling all my high school shit now. Damn, like we would be drinking and like Tony Hawk was the game we'd like get drunk to.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah. So, but this is shit that like black people we needed to speak up on. Like
Yeah.
we was all
Yeah.
jamming. And here's the thing:
Yeah.
with black culture, if it's good, it's good. We will acknowledge that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's some good shit, we be like, okay, we fucking with it.
Hell yeah.
But if it's terrible, we'll let you know too.
For sure. Yeah.
Let me tell you, that silence is deafening too. We will quickly do this.
It's just a look. It's just
Give you a look.
All right, let's see here. Do we give a damn about the eclipse that just happened? Damn. I guess not.
So sorry. Y'all made me snot a little bit. Can I start off? No. Don't fuck about no goddamn eclipse. There were people who we have like at my job, like our Monday morning meetings. There were so many people, you know, they were all white, called out. And I was like, are y'all fucking kidding me? And then there was somebody on Zoom outside. I was like, are y'all fucking kidding me? It's just like, all right, y'all got it. I know it doesn't happen that often. I think the next one's supposed to happen in like 20 years. That's visible in North America, at least. But hell no, I don't give a fuck about no goddamn solar eclipse.
So funny.
No.
It was so funny. The only thing we
No.
did was thankfully our neighbors have, I believe she's 4 or 5, and they went outside and one of our other neighbors had like one of the things. But like there were people over at the Adler Planetarium, like it was a celebrity about to appear.
And it was full for y'all,
Yeah.
right? Because you're in Chicago.
No, it wasn't like full. No, we didn't have. It was
90%.
majority. I think we had like a little sliver. We were like
Okay.
near. I think if we had driven an hour or two away, we would have been at full. We got to like 90% totality
Okay.
of it. So it's like it did get a little bit like if you were in the shade type
little
thing, but it
hazy.
didn't go like dark. Like you could tell on TV and stuff where it was a totality and it was like it went dark and then it came back.
Yeah.
Like we were close, and that was the most as much as we were gonna get. So it was like I went outside, I got to see it, I was good to go. My girlfriend really was the one who wanted to see it, and we made her dream come true. And then we came back inside and finished our lunch. Like, thank you so much. See you again in the next few years.
See you in 20 years.
Look, I know that's right. I mean, I saw it when I was a kid in 2000, and I was like, I don't need to see that shit again. Like
I still remember seeing it.
I
was like,
still,
cool.
I still remember seeing it too, and I'm like, cool, all right, I'm good. Like, and it was funny too because I was like, half y'all bitches out here don't fuck with the moons, the planets, and all the rest of the stuff. But like, oh, astrology is not real. What do you mean, like, rise and all? But then at the same time, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna watch this shit.
Yeah.
You either care about the planets or you don't.
I gave a damn because it gave me pretty much half a day off of work.
you wait, you got off work or half a day?
Well, no, I didn't get off work, but nobody was working.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like,
That
if
is
y'all
true.
ain't working,
I'll
I
give
ain't
you
working either.
I'll give you that.
I got
will
so
applaud
much
it
done
for
because
that.
it was so quiet. I got so much done. Hardly anybody bothered me. But my team is also all black, and they all did not.
Just didn't give a damn.
So it was like,
I gave
was
a
a
slight
damn.
damn. I ordered the glasses to make sure we had glasses because I knew Corey was going to give a damn. And I know he just is not the most proactive planner, so he would have tried to go out there and find a way to look at it. And be blind after the
gone.
shit.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, let me care a little bit. So, I mean, it was kind of cool to kind of go out there, put the glasses on, you see it. You're like, all right. And then, like, to feel the temperature change, that was kind of weird. You're like, okay, it was actually kind of warm out, and now it kind of cooled down. But then after you kind of saw it for 5 minutes, it was like, big gulps, eh? Yeah, see you later. kind of thing, so.
See you next time.
Right, see you in 20 years.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Okay.
I will say this. It cracked me up to see Google post the intake of searches being like, what's wrong with my eyes? Why do my eyes hurt?
I'm done.
Oh shit.
I'm done.
That's nuts.
They said, go ahead and put an alarm on that.
And they literally posted that literally 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. when it increased that search of why do my eyes hurt because of the
can't be
goddamn.
trusted.
Shit.
People can't be trusted.
Trust it. You're
My
right,
mother-in-law
man.
asked us to order her some glasses. She's in Rochester, off Amazon to get it, and I was like, "You need glasses?" I really this just happened. I was just I had
y'all.
heard about it. I didn't know what day.
The
I was just
library
like, oh.
has everything you need.
Really?
That's true,
There's
too.
really people buying it.
Yes.
The local libraries hand out glasses
Really?
and things like that. And also the only thing that I cared about the day of the eclipse, the best meme that came out was all of y'all who are going to search for glasses to watch the eclipse now understand the importance of same day voter
That part of
registration.
it. That part.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
that's
put
a
that- I
good
posted
one.
that on
I
mine.
said that is
Yeah.
that is the quote of the day.
The thing is,
Congratulations.
they understand it. They just want to be stupid and not let people vote. They understand it. They just playing red flags. That's what they do. They get it. I like the ones that was everything. All y'all looking for eclipse shit. You need to go look for a job now.
Okay.
That was my favorite. I was like, you're right. I was like, all this shit.
All
All right,
your
let's see here.
resumes to the eclipse.
Do you guys give a damn about South Carolina winning the NCAA women's tournament in a record 18.7 million people watching that shit?
Record.
do.
And at the
It's
height,
such
it was at
damn.
24.
20, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what a great tournament. We'll talk about sports, obviously cover it from time to time. And we were talking about how this was going to be a good tournament last season. It's like a culmination. This was building up. And it didn't disappoint. All the stars starred.
No.
The game was great. We won the race war, so that was great on Sunday.
The revenge
you know,
tour.
That's
Yeah.
really big. That was
Because,
big.
Sure was.
That was big. We
baby.
needed that.
Period.
We needed that.
Period.
So, yeah, it was just so good. I'm happy for Dawn, and it was a really good game. I've learned that I don't dislike Caitlyn Clark. I just hate her fans. And I'm gonna
That's
start
what it-
separating
that's
that. I
exactly
hate
what
her
it
fans.
is.
They're so fucking
Yes.
annoying. They might be the goat
Yes.
of the worst fans.
Yeah, it might be
but
right.
It's really
no,
good to see.
I had to
people.
separate it too. I was like, can I not stand this girl? Then I'm like, cause she out here balling. I was like, she balling. But then I was like, oh, hold on, it's all the other people
Yeah.
that's like
They're so
bugging
annoying.
the shit out of me. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let me step back. Because she's great for the game, clearly, and she's backing it up for the most part. She lost, but sorry.
had to tell my cousin twice. We
Twice.
had battles
Back to
twice.
back.
Twice. Your ringless goat is what I had to tell my cousin. Look, today I saw on Twitter, and that's why the fans really be fucking shit up. Stans do this too. But like, I saw on Twitter today, people were like, she didn't even win a high school championship. And I was like, God damn. You know, we got some championships. And that's not even her fault. That's because her fans are being so annoying about all this. Even with her, you know, going to the WNBA and they're telling players all of a sudden sports can't be competitive. They're like, the WNBA players should be grateful she's joining and gonna lift up the it's so
She's
much.
She's gonna get a reality
so
check in the WNBA.
Oh yeah,
because it's gonna help the league because obviously the attention around
she's about
her.
to get rocked.
But every girl in the league wants to play against her and give her a reality check. So this season,
like she better start her protein routine this month. Like if she doesn't bulk up for this next month before she gets in there and plays on the Indiana Fever, like it's a good thing she's gonna have Aaliyah to back her up. But
they ready for her.
They ready. Like, because I was watching the Diana Taurasi Bird show version of so like the episodes and stuff, like the regular commentators, and just they were bringing other like athletes from the WNBA in there, and you could tell they were trying to like play nice, and they are grateful that all the attention, but you could tell in their like some of the responses, I was like, oh, they ready.
Always, I love it. Always,
they ready for this girl to get in there.
Have you seen the post that they've done where they've been asking the WNBA players about like their welcome into the game, where it was basically like the moment that they realized like, oh yeah, I'm a rookie, and most of the stories culminate around Diana Taurasi coming in and like buttering them up during warm-ups, and then as soon as they get on the court, she just like puts her head down and charges into their chest and makes them see and reflect on their life choices and how they got here. Like, and most of the stories all culminate around Diana Taurasi, which I'm not surprised by whatsoever.
I'm not surprised either.
That's what I'm excited for.
She's the Kobe of the WNBA. Like she gonna make sure you know you a rookie.
Yep.
Like, I'm gonna outball you right now. You're gonna look crazy as hell, but you're gonna appreciate it down the line.
Yeah, it's a lot of love. They happy for her. They're happy. They know she's a baller. She is. She'll be fine, you know, eventually and everything. But yeah, it's 144 slots. It's like it is literally the best women. It's not like the NBA where you have all these teams and roster spots. Like there are good players that get cut every year. So it's just different. And it's crazy that you can't say that without being called a hater, but it's just like, nah, I just hope those same Caitlyn Clark fans that are bandwagon stay with her if she does struggle and they're not like, oh, you know, disappear in the bush. Cause it's just like, like let her adjust to a whole other level of play. But I think eventually, obviously she'll be fine.
I mean, we saw with Johnson locking her up, just literally in this, right? And I'm like, and the girls are bigger in the WNBA, so I'm like, baby, what you going?
Yeah, it's a different style of play. She's not going to be able to get off all the shots that she gets off. And the prime example is like she plays. Like she plays similarly to Sabrina Ionescu, and everybody was like, "Oh, Sabrina's going to go in there and do all the things." I'm like, "No, she's not. That's not how that's going to work with Sabrina." And we saw that. Like now Sabrina it's almost like she had a resurgence because she got dropped off for a bit and now she's back on the come up and she's done the free throw or the 3-point shooting against Steph Curry and things like that. So it's like Sabrina is now coming back up in the way that we hoped it would be. And then with Caitlyn, tying on to what you said, Kris, I hope that the fans bandwagon over to the WNBA.
Yeah. Yes, 1,000%.
I think they will.
But I also want to say one more thing about Coach Don too, and I just have to say two things. I love what she said about trans women playing.
Oh, well, that was going to be the next to give a damn. Do you give a damn about what she said about the transgender community?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. And I love that she even said, and the haters going to come and they going to have all these things to say, which is going to try to distract me for weeks. But I said what I said. And if you're a woman, if you're a woman, if you consider yourself a woman, you deserve to play sports. And I just really appreciate that. And I also
appreciate that guy that asked that question is a bum, by the way.
A fucking bum.
Like
that his site works for us.
You knew what that question was trying to do. Like I doubt that human being gives a damn about the transgender community. And to ask that in that time period when you had the whole damn season to ask that damn question, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And so Dawn's answer was perfect because she knew it was trying to bait her into it. And she's like, okay, we want this smoke to come my way. Guess what? I can handle this smoke. But that dude that asked that question, you're a fucking bum. Said what I said. What's
funny to me is Dawn is so religious, and I love it. It's like they couldn't really say so much back because she's just always praising the Lord. Uncommon Favor has to be the title of her book. Like it is just like they can't really say and go into the the things that they do. Some people did with like, oh, she shouldn't be saying that, and she wants to ruin women's sports, but like they couldn't take it the biblical angle of it because they were like, no, Dawn is openly Christian, actually got in trouble like last week or the week before for saying like something along the lines of like, if you don't believe in God, something's wrong with you or something like that. So, Dawn is just, I'm glad Dawn is getting her flowers and she's elevated even more. This is the 3rd title. And she's just a powerhouse and a great person and a great ambassador at the game. Won at every, level or has, a winner, okay? Dawn is a winner.
A winner, baby. You're a winner, baby.
Yes.
A winner.
Yeah, she's from Philly, so Philly is all about Dawn. There's like murals out here. They love them some Dawn out here. Hey, Dawn done hopped on, y'all.
She finally made it.
She here. You got that free mail, boo?
Wine and dine.
Look.
Yeah, we've got like a big old like conferencing happening this week, so like everybody's in town and every night is just like something, so it's all good.
Well,
but I wouldn't miss this for the world, and congratulations both Shana and Kris on 200 episodes.
Thank
and just
you.
Keep going strong. We love you all, and I'm so just glad that we just call you like our sisters in the podcast crime. It's great.
Absolutely. Claim us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please.
Well, Dewan, I saved one of these aunties do you give a damn. Perfect time, and we got the sports out the way.
Girl, I came in and I was like, oh.
Smiling and politely nodding.
Don't know her. Don't know her.
Do you give a damn that Missy, Busta, and Sierra are going on tour? And this is Missy's first headlining tour, by the way, which is wild.
Wild.
It hurt me a little bit. I felt a little hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, how long you ain't headlined nothing yet, Missy? Damn.
I mean, but every stage that she hops on, she steals the spotlight. Look what she did in at Super Bowl with Katy Perry. So I'm just glad that our good old friend Sierra got her shot at an opening act for this tour. It is so delightful for her and to get this shine, and I just
so cold.
It's just so delicious.
So cold.
Oh my goodness. It's frigid. Oh my god. It's just
You'll leave Sierra alone one of these days.
Yes, giving her all the flowers. Oh wait, hold on, wait a minute. Here we go.
ooh.
Oh,
Shit.
she get a flower.
Yeah.
Shit.
When she headlines herself, then I'll give her more than one.
Man.
But it's
You
just
say you ain't going to the tour.
Oh man.
Damn. I got my tickets today, so I'm going. I got them today. I got the Verizon
Are you
pre-sale.
seeing it in Philly or are you seeing it in New York or
Yeah,
in Philly?
Mm-hmm. Yep, got my tickets. I'm ready.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, no tea, no shade to any of them. Like, I know I kid around a lot with Sierra just because it's fun and all that stuff. But honestly, that concert is going to be a banger from start to finish. I mean,
Absolutely.
just hit after hit after hit after hit, plus some hits, and then hit after hit after hit after hit.
She couldn't let it go.
Wait, who
She
got the
could
sub
not let
hits,
it go.
Dewan?
She could
Who
not
got the
let it
sub?
go.
Y'all can figure that
Who
out.
had the sub?
Oh man.
Lord
Yeah,
help
just
us.
when I thought I was like, oh look at shit, look. No, she's
Oh, no. Yeah, like I mean, and here's the thing, Missy. The dancing is about to be top tier because she only fucks with Sean Bankhead. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how Sean's going to do everything he be doing and to try to probably get her tour together because she's going to want him to do her like dancing stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting just to see how they kind of incorporate all her dancing, Sierra's dancing. Yeah. And then, like Busta nobody wants to come on the stage after Busta. So like just the energy of that night is about to be insanity. Looking forward to it so much. Like I saw that, I was like, take all my money, take it all. I barely got none because all these other damn tours are going on. But But yeah,
I'm just ready to act.
Is anyone else gonna go?
To touch it,
Oh, yeah.
bring it, pull it, bang it. Let me tell you, once that come on, bitch, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Let Woo-Ha come on once.
I was like,
Yeah.
too much is
Yeah.
gonna come on that we're gonna lose our minds. But
Yeah.
yes, no, also going.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
one concert that you don't dress to impress. You dress for the sweat because.
Yep.
That part.
I'm sorry. It doesn't even matter. Like, I'm a sweater. Like, you can just blink at me and drench. Like, hyperhidrosis down. But that is going to be one. That's going to be one of those concerts where like everybody's going to be walking out like they literally walked into a sauna with a 3-piece suit on. Like you cannot go to a concert with those three, and I did say those three, and not come out with just your heart filled and your legs shaking because you didn't wore them all out.
It's gonna be a cardio. It's gonna be some cardio. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have Sean T up there dancing, doing his little
Right.
All of it. All the moves. And that's the thing too. It's like hard dance moves. Ain't none of that little pushy stuff. It's like choreo, like real choreo.
Choreo down.
No.
Yes. This ain't no like 2 count. This is like a 58 count.
Yeah. I need to
You
buy
like
an
a
extra
1-2
seat
step.
for
One
space.
song.
Right. You
That's
think
the
it's gonna
kind
be
of
a 1-2
concert-
step? But your ass gonna be spending your life
That's the kind of
away.
concert where you got this hand on this side the whole time because you can't do it anymore.
You'll
You'll find out where my body
You're
is.
literally gonna be saying,
Right.
"Neighbor, help me down here. Now help me up."
And that's why I'm glad that the concert here is on a Saturday in Seattle. So that's why, Corel, I just sent you that message like, girl, send me that pre-sale code so I can get these tickets for that Saturday.
If you have a Verizon, is Verizon
T-Mobile.
your carrier?
No,
Oh, see.
Well, then you're gonna have to
There
wait.
wasn't even a code. It, like,
Well, I gotta
linked to
wait.
my,
Because
linked
it's
to
not a
my
code.
carrier.
It just like connects the website from your phone to the thing so that it doesn't have the same codes.
Yep, no code
It's a
for
special deal through Verizon.
You know, it better be for all this damn money I'm paying on Verizon.
That part.
These phone bills, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for
High.
this. She's a Virginian, a VA legend. I looked at the Oakland show and I didn't see Buster, but they put Timberland, so that's just double the Virginian. But yeah, Missy's my girl. 757 till we. I really was hurt when part of me was really a little hurt when I read that initially. Like, she's never headlined, but then I was thinking back and I was just like, I guess she wouldn't have, huh? Like, I was thinking back, like, when she would have in the 90s and 2000. She could have,
right.
but I guess, I don't know. That was like,
But that was
I don't know. It's a different
that was like
time.
a whole that was a whole different kind of era because you did not have women rappers headlining at that time. Like they were still trying to claim their spot, even though a lot of them were out rapping, out rhyming, out like doing everything their guy counterparts. It just wasn't a woman's game, and I feel like that's probably the reason. I don't know for sure, but I would surmise that would probably be the reason that the studio heads at the time that were bankrolling all this stuff and the gatekeepers for access were like, we're not gonna put this kind of investment out there because we know we're not gonna get the return unless you're like with 15 other people and 14 of those are guys.
yeah, very true.
No,
Very
you're
true.
right.
Yeah. But I'm happy now, again, Busta, Timbaland, whatever combination, and Sierra, like that's a great show. I was like, they thought this out. That's going to be a great show altogether, all encompassing.
And from a
Who's on the
health
cutting room
standpoint
floor?
too, for her to be able to do this too, from a
Yes.
health standpoint
And I
too,
think that was the
it's
biggest
just
piece,
awesome. Yeah, I think it's
She has
really
what,
awesome
Graves'
as well.
disease, I believe.
Graves'
Yeah.
disease,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
So,
shout out to Missy, though.
do y'all give a damn that Latasha Scott is trying to stop the Escape SWV tour because of her ownership of the trademark?
Do they got a new season coming up on something? Because I was like, what is this rolling? They're rolling something out.
I want to see that.
Me too.
I'm not gonna lie. That is some drama that I was just not expecting. I had very low expectations for that TV show, and we even have video footage on a podcast because Carell had been watching. You probably watched all of the.
It was maybe
first
3
8
episodes in, and I'm
episodes.
like, telling you need to watch this shit. This shit is wild.
I went.
And then
I
Dewan
shut the-
started watching it and started eating that shit up.
It was so good.
Yeah, and
It's
so
so
Community,
good.
I don't know if you've seen the headlines. So Escape and SWV are finally co-headlining, which was like kind of the drama of last season, a tour. And it's going to also have 702, Maya, and Total, well, without Pam. And that's who I wanted to see. I was like, I want to see Pam and Total. Sorry, not Kiba and Keisha, but damn, you can't have Total without Pam.
We need all
Anyway.
Total.
Right?
They're not
And
Total
so
anymore.
They're
now
not
Latasha is suing the other 3 members of Escape.
Y'all ain't Total. I don't know what y'all are, but it is not.
I let the
Total.
math ain't math then, okay? Look. That's that black math right there.
Yeah.
I don't know you did it, but look.
Ain't Total though.
It's like the total ain't totaling.
Missing some things. Nope.
But now she's trying to sue Escape because I guess Latasha and her sister Tamika co-own the trademark of Escape. And so Tamika like, no, I am not the drama. You are the drama. And I'm going on tour and making this coin. And Latasha doesn't want to tour. And so now she's trying to do all this shit. And I'm like, oh my God, just get out there and sing. Go out there and sing, girl, and get this money and shut up.
Was Latasha the one last year that was also like? Is she the odd person out there?
She's the problem.
She's the
Always.
issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
She's the
call
one
them
that tried to
obstacles.
drop that gospel album.
Not
and
obstacle.
ain't did
Girl.
that. She is the obstacle.
She is the obstacle.
She thinks she the Beyonce, and they like, no, ho, look at this, we on tour, and your ass at home.
Right. And
So
she
who did
says-
y'all think should headline out of SWV and Escape? Because I know that was a debate, but it shouldn't have been. But
SWV.
Yeah, it's SWV.
yeah,
I would agree.
what are we talking about?
I mean, when you got Weak, like there's very few
Yeah.
R&B songs bigger than Weak in
Yeah.
the history of just
Yeah.
music.
yeah,
That alone.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just remember when we talked about this last season on the previous episode, and Dewan went and started singing someone else's song. We were
You
like,
start singing Understanding.
No,
yeah, I understand it. We were like,
No, Alma, check your battery.
wrong group. So he's like, yes, I like SWV because I like that song Understanding. Girl, no, that ain't it.
Juwan was like,
Y'all
same
stopped and
era.
were like, you're like, how does it go? Go ahead and sing that.
Right.
Give us a reminder.
the way that Rain is still in heavy rotation for me, even to this day, like
So
just, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just can't even.
I mean,
And I
yeah,
think
no,
they have
that's-
one of the best remixes. I mean, it wasn't officially a remix, but like using the sample of Human Nature for
the Human
Bumblebee
Nature
right here.
remix. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like top 10, remakes because you can't. I
Easily.
mean, that's a Human Nature by itself, but is
Period.
obviously a
Because like the
classic, but-
original Human Nature's good,
Yeah,
but then they did that sample. You're like,
they
bitch.
did that thing. I can't even
Yeah.
tell you which one I
Yeah.
like more, but
Yeah.
I can't pick.
Damn.
But it's pretty
And then,
good.
you gotta go downtown. That's the way to my love. That's a bop. Come on now. Not
Yeah.
eating the badge out. Come on, that's a nasty song. I'm here for it. Let's see here. We'll do one more here. Which one should I do? Do you guys give a damn about Miss Netta and Charles?
I want to give a damn. My wife tries to fill me in, and
want
I was
to
like, I
too.
just can't. I was like, and then my toxic trait is like, I know I'm just gonna wait for the downfall, which isn't
damn.
great. I know. I was like, this.
Do y'all
is
know
not...
who Miss Netta and Charles are?
I don't. I was like, who these people?
Oh, okay. Me too. I
so-
had to be caught up, but
I don't know who these people are.
They
So
are-
there's on Instagram probably the last maybe about 3 to 6 months now. Like they're just kind of slowly but surely. And so it started off like Miss Netta, and I think she's maybe I don't know how she identifies, or I should say
them.
they because I just
Them.
say
I
she
know.
for
Yeah,
everybody.
okay, yeah.
How they identify, but maybe more non-binary. I don't know.
yeah.
But they have a Instagram account, and she has her husband or partner, and she's always like, Charles, your food ready? And she's always
yeah.
cooking for Charles. And somehow they've blown up, and they're just like this queer couple that for some reason has blown up. And then they started getting in like, who were they like going against? Like they were like, I
I
don't think it
forgot
was
who it was. It was
TS.
so random.
It was
I
somebody.
I think it was
on?
TS. TS
Was it
Madison.
TS?
I think it was TS.
Oh no, it was
Madison.
Saucy Santana. It was Saucy because Saucy thought Charles was
that's
cute.
right.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Charles is
And
leaving
so Miss Netta was like, no, that's my man. And I'm the one cooking for Charles and all this stuff. And so now they've like gotten married. They've become like the almost like the hood queer black love story.
Yeah,
that
out
we
of
didn't know we
nowhere.
needed.
Yeah.
It honestly in the last like 3 months, because they've gotten all the whole makeover thing going on. They like did the Etch-a-Sketch like abs on Charles and everything, which is just like, okay. I mean, I guess throw it in the package. It might have been an add-on, and it's just like they're just I was like, I don't know where this is going, but you know how people like build people up to like knock them down. I was
to
just
break
like,
them down.
oh God, I don't have a good
Yeah.
feeling about this. Like this isn't gonna end well.
It's entertaining though.
It is.
Huh?
It is.
What you said, Jerome?
This them?
I know when you see it, you're like, oh, this one, but it's everywhere.
It's like they
right
pop
now.
up randomly on my
Yeah.
feed, and so then I was just like, why am I seeing this couple and it's just them eating food? Like I don't understand. And then I did see the Saucy Santana because Gay Magazine posted about all of this, and so I was just like, oh, next.
That was low key such a millennial thing to say, like that string of words in that sentence. Gay Magazine had posted them, so that's how I learned about them. Like that just does not come out, and no tea, no shade to like to Gay Magazine, but
Same here. Even though, I'll say
We're
that.
going to talk about that afterwards. I know exactly.
You know what I was about to say?
Because I wanted to talk about that off the podcast as well. So, so we're going to talk about that.
We're like notes for tomorrow's recording.
Right.
I know exactly. Slotting that question in.
That part. But anyway, and one thing before we kind of maybe get out of here, I did see an article today saying that monkeypox is back on the rise again. And we're about to be outside. It's April now. So, you know, these warm months coming up. So just everyone be diligent, be safe, and all that good stuff. If you haven't gotten your vaccines, and if you care about getting vaccinated, please do so. Because if it's starting to pop up already now and it ain't even warm yet, and all these festivals and gay prides and everything, and everybody rubbing up on each other, just be safe. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to tell you what to do with your body, but be safe out here.
I am. Leave room for Jesus, bitches. Damn.
Bad queers. We love you both. You know we love you both.
Y'all. Thank y'all so much for having us on.
Tell them where to find you and what day your episodes come out and all that good stuff.
Well, you can find us at Bad Queers Pod on IG. We have episodes that come out every Monday. And yeah, like that is, Shana, you know all the other handles. I feel like I'm.
Oh yeah, everything is at Backwards Pod.
Backwards Pod.
Everything you search for is Backwards Podcast, and check us out. We'll
be here.
Find
we'll
them,
be here.
listen to
Minoritea will be hanging out with us as well, so you get to hear another version of this interview in our house, and so it'll be a good time. And
It's gonna be
we
a double
appreciate
dose of
you
Minoritea
all.
and Bad Queers. I love it.
And I was like, and we love you as well. Like the love is definitely mutual, and we're just so happy to not only like be able to share space with you, but also just to like be in this area with you as Black queer podcasters. Like it's such a great feeling, and it's a whole community that has been able to be unlocked for us, and we're so grateful to you all for your love and support. We always feel it, and we're always keeping tabs on you, so we appreciate y'all as well.
Oh, thanks.
And there might be some other stuff bubbling community you'll see in the future.
Maybe.
Hill.
You never
You'll see it. We'll just say that.
No.
We'll just say that. Stay tuned. But Dewan, Jarrell, anything else on your hearts and minds?
No, y'all just be safe out there. Have fun. Keep listening. And we will see y'all next week.
So wash your hands,
Bye,
your ass. See you then. Bye.